ইউএস বেসিক ইংলিশ টেস্ট, ইংলিশের মধ্যে এখানে 3-4টা আছে। হ্যাঁ, নিচে আসে নেবে, কারণ একটা পরীক্ষার উপর স্কিল হইতে হলে আমার 1 বছর চলে যাবে, এগুলা অনেক ডিফিকাল্ট। আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, হ্যাঁ রে ভিন্ন। Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I have nothing further to say. এটা হবে I have nothing further, এটা 2 নম্বর অপশন। Wasn't the garage closed last night? এটা হবে why wasn't the garage closed? Why? The basketball needs more air because it's not bouncing enough. Number 3, bouncing enough. We don't like selfies because we don't know how to take picture of ourselves. We don't know like to selfies because we don't know how to picture ourselves. Number 4, Professor Grant thought that presentation was completely unacceptable. Number 1, option 1, completely. Which of the following sentences is punctuated correctly? Mrs. Dietry will take the company car because it's bigger than hers. Number 2, Mrs. Dietry will take the company car. আমি এখনো অ্যানসারটা বলছি না। Mrs. Dietry will take the company car because it's bigger than hers. Number 3, Mrs. Dietry will take the company car because it's bigger than hers. Mrs. Dietry will take the company car because it's bigger than hers. এটা হবে bigger than hers. Number 3 option. Option 3. Let's hope Mrs. Noor finds a good job wherever she goes. It will be wherever. Number 2. Option 2. Mr. Weaver was accused of. Number 1. Option 1. Martin Bale deals all the legal matters of RTG Plastic Incorporation. It will have handles all the deals, all the, it will have handles. Number 3. When Diane was young, he dreamed of becoming firefighter. Number 1, option 1. Bradley will need help throughout the first semester. Number 4. Number 4. It was fight that kept us for 12 hours. It was a long fight. It was a long fight that kept us in the air for hours. It was a long fight, Number 3. Fill in the blanks with the correct words. My kids love snowboarding with skiing. Okay, my kids love whether snowboarding or skiing, both snowboarding or skiing. Neither snowboarding. My kids love neither snowboarding nor not only. My kids, no, আমি এখনো বলি না, no, my kids love not only snowboarding but also লাগবে My kids love whether snowboarding or skiing. Both snowboarding and skiing. My loves snowboarding and skiing. Snowboarding and skiing. Weather snowboarding. এটা হবে whether my snowboarding or skiing. Both snowboarding. এটা হবে 2 নম্বর অপশন। The group is of the 3 experienced doctors. The group is comprised of number 4 গঠিত। হ্যাঁ 4 নম্বর। I refuse to accept Chester's apology. Accept কোনটা হবে? Accept 2 নম্বর। হ্যাঁ। Which of these codes is yours? Number 1, option 1. And Billy can publish anything on his blog as long as it is true. Where is it is true? It will be as long as it is true. Number 4. Lucky we bought extra fruit. We would have gotten very hungry otherwise. Number 1. Otherwise. You the exam unless study harder. Unless you won't pass the exam unless you study harder. Won't pass. 2 number option. Which of the following sentences punctuated correctly? Mr. Bujujevic said that he had watched the entire tennis match. Said that 2 number to hobei na. 3 number Mr. Bujujev said that এটা হবে না। Mr. Bujujev said that এটা হবে না। Number 1, option number 1. Do you know the boys have left yet? Do you know if the boys have left yet? Why the boys have left yet? এটা হবে do you know when the boys have left yet? If the boys have left yet. এটা 3 number option হবে। Number 3 number. If employees suggestions to management may be so that employees can feel free to express their thoughts. Anonymous, correct. Impersonal, unknown, anonymous. Egg number. Fill in the blank with the correct words of the phrase. If we would have left earlier. If we have left earlier, we would have arrived on time. Whatever earlier, এটা অবশ্যই এটা 2 নম্বর অপশন হবে। We would have arrived. The bird hurt when it fell from tree. The bird hurt itself. এটা হবে 3 নম্বর অপশন, itself. And Carla needs more sleep before she takes the exam. Carla needs more sleep before she takes the exam. More sleep. Carla needs more sleep before the exam. এটা হবে 4 নম্বর অপশন। And after a 3-hour delay, the food still hasn't arrived. The 3 number option. 3 hasn't arrived. Dr. Watts did not know that the briefcase in the corner was his. Number 1, option 1. The new operating system should significantly reduce the amount of time it takes to upload documents. Amount of it. Number 2. amount. If we close the store now, we lost money. If we close the store now, if we close the store now, we lose money? এটা হবে এক নম্বর অপশন। Will you lose money? And I anticipate of having the project completed by today. Anticipate of having. I anticipate of having 3 number. Number 2. It was the movie Teen had never seen. It was the plus superlative. It was the worst movie. এটা এক নম্বর হবে। So, which of the following sentences punctuated correctly? My parents' new car has more modern features than your parents. Than your parents. My parents' new car. এটা হবে এক নম্বর অপশন। হ্যাঁ। And the bulky frame made the picture too heavy to hang on the wall too. এটা 2 নম্বর অপশন। If my house, you can reach me at the house. If you need, এটা 3 নম্বর অপশন। If you need my house. Number 4. 10 number है 10 number. How many guests are we expecting? How many guests are we expecting? At the number 2 option. Number 2. No, 2. Everyone Fred passed the test yesterday. এটা কি everyone Fred কেন everyone আচ্ছা free Fred everyone Fred passed the test yesterday. Everyone আচ্ছা Fred এটা কোন ব্যক্তির নাম everyone except Fred passed the yesterday. ওকে তবে এক নম্বর অপশন Fred ছাড়া বাকি সবাই পাস করেছে। When the sun sets we should go outside. Inside outside এটা হবে এক নম্বর কমা কোনটা কমা এক নম্বরে না হ্যাঁ কমা হবে হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে ওকে কমা হবে Most people can't repair an automobile all by most people can't repair an automobile by most people by themselves themselves এটা 4 নাম্বার Valerie Janet love not only Valerie but also এটা হবে না both Valerie and Janet লিখতে পারে as Valerie as Janet হবে না just হবে না number 2 both and number 2 option and this is the last question we need to do well. Dad won't remember to bring the gifts unless you ask him again. Dad won't remember to bring the gifts unless you ask him. You ask him. Two number. You ask him. And yes, sir. কত হইতে পারে বলেন আমাদের আচ্ছা আপনার বলেন তো কত হইতে ও আচ্ছা তাহলে দেখা যাক আমার মনে হয় মানে আপনি কোনো বলতেছেন কিনা 10-11 পাইবেন যাক আপনাকে আপনি স্যাটিসফাইড হবেন আশা করি এটা হচ্ছে বাংলাদেশে এই এক্সপোর্টটা কারণ নাই আমি পারি তো আমি আচ্ছা আরো কাজ বাকি আছে আপনার কত আমাদের পয়েন্ট কত 9.5 বাংলাদেশের আপনি এই পয়েন্টটা কারণ নাই হচ্ছে কি 7 6 7 6 5 8 থাকতে পারে আচ্ছা ব্যাক টু দ্য ফাইবার দেন পাবলিশ দেন। বাহ, দেখেন আগে আগে হয়েছে কিনা দেখেন, এটাও তো আমি দিয়ে দিলাম কিন্তু হয় নাই। কেমনে বুঝলেন? আচ্ছা ডান দেন তাহলে। ওখানে স্কোরটা জমা হয়েছে কিনা দেখান। অ্যাক্টিভ আসছে। আচ্ছা স্কোরে যান, আপনার প্রোফাইলে যান।